Hello, my name is Mark, one of the founders of GovDirections. Of course, we're at RFP delivery by GovDirections today. So let me explain to you a couple of steps in the bidding process. Now, at this point, you should have your UEI and cage code, unique entity ID, and cage code. Is related to the Defense Department. You would have gone to SAM, System for Award Management, to gather that piece of information, 100% free, but it's assigned to you in order to tell the federal agency specifically that you're able to do business with them. State and local governments also like to see that you have that UEI and cage code in place before they award you a contract. And it is based on the award system, award management, meaning they're getting ready to pay you. So it's an more or less accounts payable system, and it's not a bidding platform. Now, the next step, once you receive your UEI and cage code, is to make certain that you're registered correctly within the small business search system, often referred to as the dynamic small business search, available by the Small Business Administration under the domain search.certifications.sba.gov, previously DSBS.sba.gov. Essentially, this is the database that local, state, federal contracting officers on many primes go to make certain that you have been vetted and you're ready to go, so that they can come in and specifically go in and search maybe potentially by your company name, potentially by a method such as maybe going in and searching a keyword like consulting or painting or whichever word. And then it will show them active companies that are able to do business with governments that have their UEI and their cage code in place. And that's, of course, a big search there. But it will go through just to make a point. I could go in and potentially say, okay, it's a huge search. So maybe I'm only going to work for just in particular states and apply that on an only situation. And then I'm only looking at the keyword within, for example, Alabama. So it isolates your company very quickly for review, and so that I could potentially reach out to you and then do business with you directly. In fact, this is, I would think, the number one way for a company to receive what's sometimes referred to as a micro purchase, a smaller transaction where they don't have to go out for a full bid. And those, of course, are very nice, and we all want to get some of those to for our business. Now, whenever you do go in, of course, it's important that your registration is in place. And so here's mine, for example. GovDirections LLC is the name of our company. Here's our capabilities statement. We're able to link to that, have a nice search engine optimized description or capabilities narrative. Now, if you don't have a capability statement, then you will want to also get that in place. That is a specific one-page document that the government requires, that specifically at the federal government level, where they're seeking out information about your company. And then you'll see my name here. I go by William, of course, and then in our address there in Atlanta. When you step in, you actually will see additional information about your company. It's readily available to the contracting officer. They can export it, and then they can reach out to you directly and potentially do business with you. And of course, it's a great way to do that. Now, it also is a way for them to vet you. So when you actually bid, they come in and potentially there's my UEI, and this is my cage code. A government can come in very quickly, and when you submit your bid, they'll type in your UEI, and then they'll actually go in and be able to search you to make sure that you're actively registered and that you can then receive that contract. It'll show them the last time I updated and when I was established as a business and other information that's key, including the set aside certifications that I have. In this particular case, we're a total small business. I've already been approved for this particular NAICS code, and it'll show that to the government contracting officer so they can check that out for you. This is so important. If you do not have your DSBS profile set up correctly, reach out to our staff. And as you know, GovSchool, we teach specifically how to do that, and then our other services, including our GovAdvice, which is our micro consulting platform, will allow you to come in and have a situation set up where you can actually develop your capability statement, make sure you're registered correctly in the DSBS, and help you throughout that process. So thank you for taking a few minutes to spend with us today. If you have a question, reach out to us at 800-492-8523. You can phone us, email us, or sit in our simple forum to help you out. Have a great day.